So hello and welcome to my channel. Most of you may know my channel for the Futurama theme song that I've uploaded, but I also do kind of like video game stuff. But yeah, besides that, I'm also a tech nerd and I love older classical phones. And today I'm just gonna unbox this very rare specimen. This is the Nokia 6100, and it is still sealed, actually, which makes it very different. It makes it quite special, actually. But yeah, so I figured that I'm gonna do my very first unboxing and just to share the experience, because this is the original 6100, the vintage phone. And well, just to let you know that I'm not actually spoiling the collector's you know, kind of the collector's value. I'm just gonna show you something very cool. Just hang on. Well, yeah, I actually got another one. Yeah, also sealed. This is very cool. Yeah, I think this is very cool indeed to have to not only have one but actually two. Two of the same phones that are still sealed in their original packaging. So this is very cool. So I'm gonna keep this as the collector's item, and I'm gonna keep this for the just to be able to show to use the phone and actually hold it in my hands again. So yeah, I haven't done any prep for this. I haven't done any preparations or anything. So I think we're just gonna dive into it. Yeah, so a pair of scissors, and let's take a look. So, just a little fun fact, this company, Sonofon, is actually called Telenor today, and I believe they changed their name about 10 or so years ago. So, yeah, this is a very old phone indeed. I'm not sure when it was released, I'm gonna have that in the description. So there, the seal has been broken. Let's take a look at this very rare specimen. So, and there it is. This is really an interesting moment for me, because I love collecting these older phones, and I just love them because of their design and just the entire magic about them, and just being able to, you know, hold a phone like this. And just knowing that it has never seen the light of day, you know, unless you're counting when it was first originally produced. But this is just such a magical moment for me, because I never figured I'd try this again, because I think that most people would agree that if you're collecting something retro or something vintage, then that, you know, finding it in its original packaging and sealed is very unique and very rare. But yeah, this is quite a magical moment for me, actually. So yeah, just imagine this phone never seeing the light of day before. It's just something about it. Yeah, it's hard to explain. I think that you need to be a collector or or really just appreciate the vintage or the retro to really just appreciate how magical this moment actually is. But I'm pretty not so sure about the packaging here of the phone. Could it be a refurbished one? No, it can't be a refurbished one. It was still sealed with the original label from the factory. So yeah, but in the box we have the phone itself, of course. We have a removable battery, something that I believe that modern phones could learn a thing or two from. We have the back cover here. And we have the charger here. This is actually an older charger, and because it has the thicker outlet, the thicker output here. I believe that the newer models had the thinner one. So yeah, this was actually before they turned to the newer chargers or the newer charging thing. So, but we also have, I'm sorry, I just poked the camera, but we also have the PC software. And this is interesting because I believe it came with this disc. Yeah, it came with a disc. So this is quite interesting because Could you remember the last time you had to install something from a disk? Yeah, me neither. It's just, this is just cool, and you can actually see that it runs on Windows XP, Windows 98, Windows ME or Millennium, Windows 98 SE, and Windows 2000. So this was before Vista. This was yeah, okay, but then again, who wants to remember Vista? But this is very cool. This tells us a little bit about the time that when the phone was released. And also I like the cover. I like this. I like the artwork. I just noticed it. I mean, it's not something that they tried to hide, or it's not very subtle. But I just noticed that it's actually the phone, or the keys, the numeric keys. This is very cool. Yeah, this is very cool. And also the user manual. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little fun fact. I'm Danish, so you might not recognize any of the words here, but it's just very awesome. Look how thick it is. Look how thick it is. There's everything you need to know about the phone here. This was before before the manufacturers decided to implement the user manual as sort of a PDF file on the devices. I believe that even on modern phones you are able to access this user manual if you really want to, by simply going through the files on the phone. They did it I believe they did it for the main reason was to spare the environment and just be environmentally friendly, but I think it also was because they wanted to save a few bucks, because why not? There are also rumors that, it's talking about saving a few bucks on accessories and the stuff that comes with the phones. There are even rumors that they're gonna that Samsung and Apple might remove the chargers from their packages when you buy a new phone, simply due to the fact that most people already use I believe it's called micro USB or the mini USB variant. So it is very likely that you already have a charger with the phone. But yeah, for us that comes from to us who've been a part of this journey, part of this mobile journey for years, it's very strange to buy a phone that doesn't come with a charging unit. It's very strange. But enough about that. So let's take a look at the phone itself. So I actually owned this phone back in the day. Now it was it has been a few years ago, but I actually owned this phone back then, and I remember the one thing that I noticed that I really liked about it is the simplicity of the design. It's how the phone is just, there's nothing extraordinary about it really. It's just very nicely designed. It's just classic, and it's very stylistic, simplistic, you might even call it. So yeah, and also there's no back in the day I think that when around the time when this phone released, the camera was getting, well, not exactly an ordinary part of the phone, but this one shipped without a camera, without a camera unit. So yeah, that's quite interesting that they, at some point they did actually do that, make phones without camera units. So I'm gonna plug in the battery, gonna put on the back cover. So yeah, there you have it. Oh, and also the peeling, original vintage peel. Just gonna see if I can get a grab on this, get a hold. It's really sticky, and yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but this is my very first unboxing. So yeah, but let's see if I can get it. Oh, there it was. Okay, you ready? Okay, that didn't make as much sound as I had hoped. But let's see if it actually charges. I mean, who knows how long it's been in the box. Let's see if it actually charges. So, I'm just gonna plug in the charger. Just hang on, and let's see if the phone will fire up. Okay, here we go. So, okay, the thing is that when you're collecting old phones, you know that whenever you plug in the charger, it might take a while before the phone registers that it is getting charged. So it might not spring to life. But considering that the battery has never been used, it should be fairly quick. But it might be a situation where the battery might be defective, simply due to the many years it most likely just laid around somewhere. I managed to find these two actually at a store that has, I believe when I purchased them, they had about 10 of these cases in their storage. So they might have more, but it's just so weird to simply be able to buy such a phone, and then it is absolutely completely new. It feels so. This actually just it just brings me back. It just brings me back to a time where, because I think that one of the things that, to me at least, is appealing when it comes to collecting or gathering these older vintage phones is that every time you purchased a new phone, you truly felt like it was a new phone. You truly felt like it was something extraordinary, something unique in some sense. By the way, if you can hear a baby crying, that's my daughter and my wife trying to appease our daughter. But I think that whenever you purchased a new phone, it felt like you purchased something entirely different, something new, something fresh. And I remember when you turned on the phones and you went through the menu. So one of the things that I always tested out first, or always was set out to explore first, was simply the menu navigation, but also just the ringtones. Just imagine that. Imagine buying a new iPhone or a new Samsung today, and you just don't have that sense of new, just that sense of something original. Because when you turn on a new smartphone, you basically just log into your account and you basically have the same experience, just with a better camera and perhaps better software or quicker hardware. But back when such a phone like this came out, you had a wealth of different phones to choose from. You really was able to find a phone that suited to your needs and also to your sense of design. It really felt like you bought a phone that said something about you, that had a statement about you as a person, rather than today. It's just the designs have become so modernized, so just so flat. In some sense. I know that they're actually doing something different now. They're trying to make flip phones and all that, but back then, it was just something different. Each phone was its own, and I think that's a major appeal. One of the major reasons why I enjoy collecting these phones. And right now, if I had to do a quick guess, I would say that I have about 95, 97 phones in my collection. So I'm a pretty huge gatherer. I'm a pretty huge collector. I just love them. They make me feel nostalgic, and there's just something about them that is hard to explain. That magic when you touch them, that magic when you turn them on and use them even for a while. I'm not sure about the battery, if it's going to be charging anytime soon. So I'm just going to leave it all right here. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please give it a like, and dislike if you didn't like it. I just wanted to share this rather interesting, magical moment with you. So I hope you enjoyed. Take care.